Hey everyone, my name is Saf. You're watching Rayon Tech TV, and today in this session we will be continuing on UI UX development series for Appian. If you have not done yet so do hit that subscribe and like button. Drop a comment if you want me to cover a specific topic in Appian. So let's continue. So today we will be implementing a scenario which is called cascading dropdowns. Cascading dropdowns is a popular scenario amongst various applications and different platforms and programming languages. Today we will see cascading dropdown in Appian. So cascading dropdown means if you have selected a list of options in the first dropdown and you selected a value, based upon that, the options of the second dropdown will dynamically change. How to do that? Let's see. Let's clear the last lecture's code. We start with local variables so that we want to save the data in the local variables, right? Local bank data, and then we are having done with the local variable setup. Now here what we will do, a bank drop down field, and again a bank drop down field. Setting up drop down field is important, so we will comply with all the necessary fields for drop down field. For example, we can take an example of state and city, right? Choice labels would be something list of states of India. So we can grab this data. Again, we have to put it in double quotes. So let me take an example of 5 states. Goa, Haryana, Himachal, Karnataka, and Kerala. Just to keep the example short and focus on the explanation, we are sorting out with the states. How many states we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so let's put double quotes. Fine. So let's comment the second drop down and see how it comes. Local bank, state, selected, state. Save it in the value. Again, placeholder. Now here you can see that you can select a state which we have populated with the state's data. I hope it is clear to you till now. The implementation is quite simple. We have created a drop-down field which is populating with different states. Then the number of states is directly proportional to the number of choice value you have, right? So we started with states and let's suppose we select Himachal Pradesh, right? So your selected state is 3 now. Okay. So what we have to do now, we have to find cities from different states, although Goa is not fully fledged a state. But yeah, just giving an example, we have to find cities out of it. So list of all places in Goa. Yeah, let's take some of the names. Fort Agoda. So what we will do, local bank, local bank places or local bank cities. Local bank cities would be, so here we will be using choose function, and if is null or empty, local bank selected state, then the choice would be always one. Else the choice would be, or what we can do here is a bank default value. Value would be local bank selected state, and default would be one. Okay. In the default value, we will be having a set of lists, right? How many type of lists? 5 types. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more type. Let's put the comma, or put the comma below. What are we missing? Okay. Yep. So as you can see, we are having a choose function, which is choosing. Let's understand the choose function functionality. So it returns a list, or it returns a result of evaluating the parameter indicating by the index. So it returns any type. The keys are obviously a number integer and the choice one or choice, and it can be of any type. So what I've done here, based upon my selection of selected state, I will populate the cities. So for example, I am giving selected Goa. Okay, just giving you as an example. So by default, it is selected Goa because the local bank, sorry, a bank default value for selected, uh, if it is selected state as a value, then it is there. Else it is one. So by default, our selected is Goa. Now, if a user selects anything else, then the other list will be populated. So let's fill out the list. For example, Baga Beach. What else do we have? Arambol Beach and Candolim Beach, etc. Then Yeah, so for Haryana, we can take Ambala, Gurugram, and Faridabad, Rohtak. Next, for Himachal, Shimla, Dalhousie, Kullu, and Manali. Next, we are expecting the list of Karnataka, Bengaluru, Mysore, Raichur, and Udupi. The last one is Kerala. Let's copy the names. So here we can see that based upon the choose function and based upon the selection of state, our dynamic selection of cities is coming up, right? Now what we have to do, we have to implement a second dropdown. What we'll do, we'll copy the code of the first dropdown just to save time, and we'll change the parameters. In the choice labels, what we will have, local bank cities. Choice values also we can have local bank cities, and we can put a variable called local bank selected city, select align the value property for selected city, and we are done. Yes. So here you can see now, by default, we can hide this drop down on the condition of show when is not null or empty, local bank selected state. Now you can see that our state is empty. Let's see in the preview mode. Our state is empty right now. A user selects a state, for example, Himachal Pradesh. He gets the list of cities, Shimla, Dalhousie, whatever he wants to choose. He selects the city, and that's how your city and uh, you know that's how your city and the state selection is done cascadingly. Now, as you can see, I can choose any of the cities from my state. Now, if I change this, for example, I make it to Kerala, it is not making sure that the values are being refreshed. So in order to avoid this error, what to do? The moment I select a state, I have to make some saves. What to do? A bank save, local bank selected, city should be uh, save as null. Let's see if it is solving our problem. Select a state, select a city, change the state. Yes, that's working fine. So here we learned cascading dropdowns today. You can select a particular state. You can select cities out of it. You can change your state and your cities will dynamically change. Majorly, we have implemented the logic of choose function. This is an unused variable. As for the best practice, we have to remove the unused an unused local variable. Any variable which is not required in your code has to be removed. Let's finally format the code and save it. If you really like my implementation, drop a like, comment if you really want me to cover a scenario, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.